Governor Gavin Newsom visits San Diego and helps clean up a homeless encampment. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. The governor spoke about his California blueprint, a plan that will include more money than ever to tackle the homelessness epidemic. The governor is proposing an additional $2 billion toward transitional housing, including hotel and motel rooms and tiny homes. Some of that money will also expand immediate access to mental health care.
Here in San Diego, an estimated 8,000 people are experiencing homelessness. This morning, I was invited to speak exclusively with the governor one-on-one.
I don't think anyone wants to live out in the streets and sidewalks or next to a freeway.
Governor Gavin Newsom, alongside San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria, started the morning picking up trash at 17th and G Streets, cleaning up a homeless encampment that a dozen or so people used to call home.
We saw rats all around here, needles all around, feces right here. No one wants to live in these conditions. No one does, truly.
The governor is adding $2 billion in new funding to fight homelessness to last year's $12 billion effort. He says the money is being used to help people one by one get off the streets.
I have a friend who used to be homeless, and he says a lot of people who are homeless don't want the help. They don't think they need the help. How are you going to get to them?
Well, I mean, that was the case for 10 people that were in this encampment. 8 of them eventually agreed. It took a few weeks. You got to meet people where they are. I think this notion that we just give up on people because the first interaction they say no is getting in the way of real progress.
When you talk about specifics, where did these 8 people go? How do you help them? And who's following their path?
Well, this case, we have a nonprofit, a local nonprofit. Brad and his team are remarkable, well established here in San Diego, and they are providing a list of options for folks.
He credits the nonprofit CityNet, a group working to end street-level homelessness, for being persistent and helping those who once lived here.
You got to be creative, meet people where they are. You have to be stubborn, and we were stubborn. 3 weeks of outreach, 3 weeks, not 3 times in 3 weeks. Dozens of times, and we got here, and now it gives us the opportunity to clean things up.
Newsom wants people to know this kind of support from the state is something new.
The state's never been involved in homelessness in the past. I mean, I think people need to understand that. And as a former mayor, I deeply understand it, because when I was mayor, we were on our own. It was the cities and the counties. The state didn't invest.
He recognizes the pandemic has made things worse, but says state funding for short-term hotel stays has helped bridge the gap.
In just 12 months, we got 58,000 people off the streets because of our expansion of this hotel program.
Do you know how many of those in San Diego?
The mayor will be previewing that tonight, and I don't want to share it.
Tackling affordable housing in general, Newsom says he has a new housing accountability unit in place, overseeing cities and counties.
Because the biggest impediment on housing, I think it's the lack of desire for us in our own backyards to see more housing constructed. In so many ways, we're our own worst enemy.
To critics of his plan to end homelessness, who say it's all too costly and won't work, Governor Newsom says you have to start somewhere.
They're welcome to come out here, the critics, and do what we just did. As long as I'm here, you're going to see a lot more of this. We're just winding up. Boy, you ain't seen nothing yet. Unprecedented investment, multi-year, and I'll hold folks accountable. That's why I was out here cleaning things up myself.
So this is the start. This is the first time we've seen Governor Gavin Newsom out on one of these homeless cleanups. Why San Diego? Why is his attention pointed here to kick off this effort?
Yeah, he was all fired up, Carlo. I mean, he really was. It wasn't just for the cameras. I mean, he spent about an hour cleaning up trash, really fired up. He says Mayor Gloria is a great partner because Mayor Gloria spent time in the assembly, so he knows how to ask for support from the legislature. And Governor Newsom, as you heard him say, the states never used to get support. Or never used to give support to the cities and counties, and he says he's here now to invest $14 billion to help with this problem.
Yeah, very big problem that's going to need a big solution, one with many levels.
Yes.